those vegan guys. I thank you.
We're getting there. Yes, I think we're in focus now. Days 7 and 8. This being day 8. Now, no doubt some of you will have noticed that obviously we didn't do a live last night. Last night would have normally been a mukbang, and I do have to say at this point from Jason and myself, thank you to Paula for the birthday gift on PayPal, and thank you to Denise for the PayPal gift towards takeaway. We combined them both together, and we did have a takeaway from Lily's last night, which you'll see on our meals vlog on Tuesday, and we discussed possibly doing a live with a takeaway, and it was actually Jason said, why don't we just have a takeaway because we want one and enjoy it and chill out, just chill out. And that's what we did, and to be honest, that's really what we needed to do. Anyway, let's talk about bloody COVID, because I'm so mad at this virus, because not only is it multifaceted, it's rude. It's a rude virus. So I come back to last Saturday when I first kind of had it, and then I did I do a vlog on the Sunday, and I was really like coughing and everything, and I said that the night before I'd been really emotional. Well, it's funny I should mention that, because this, of course, this virus thrives in your mucous membranes, all your wet bits. And I think I basically had quite a large viral load in my eyes, and my body's way of dealing with that was to make me cry, because it happened last night as well. Speaking of eyes, I only do eyes. 10 points if you know what that's from. A few days ago, you'll remember me saying that my vision in my right eye was perfect without any kind of aid, and when I put my glasses on it went blurred. And it's funny because one of the first things I did when I was, checking all this was check my contact lens container. Nope, there they are, 2 contact lenses sat sitting in the contact lens container. So twice since then I've worn my contact lenses, but my vision in my right eye has been blurred with them and with my glasses. So I checked whether it was a contact lens, and no, they were like both in my contact lens pot. Even our Lolly mentioned it and said, "Are you sure you haven't got a contact lens stuck in there?" I was like, "No, I've checked." Anyway, comes to last night, today's Sunday as I'm recording this, comes to last night, a couple of hours before we had our takeaway. I'm sat on the settee with my glasses on. I'll get to this in a minute. Itched my right eye, got like right in the, felt something land on my arm. Contact lens. It's been in there how many days? 5, 6 days, and I've been putting contact lenses on top of it. How that's stuck in there, I have absolutely no idea. But talking about the itch, this is a symptom I haven't heard anybody talk about, but by gosh, it's got me. Infernal itching everywhere, even my eyeballs. My eyeballs have been terribly itchy, really itchy everywhere. A couple of nights ago I said to Jason, I'll just turn around and say it, and I went, "Blaze, will you stick your fingers really hard into my back and rub dead hard?" And he did, and it felt great. So I've had this strange itch It's kind of subsided a bit now, although it's still in my eyes, but I have just put my contact lenses in because I don't like the glare of the light in my glasses when I'm doing a vlog. So I put my contacts in, and I can see perfectly out of both eyes. So yeah, this infernal itch, I don't know where that's come from, but it's definitely been a thing. So itchiness and being really emotional. I've had slight waves of nausea, but nothing that's made me actually be sick. And I know some of you have had some like pretty major vomiting out there, bless you. So yeah, I've had waves of nausea, but it hasn't affected my appetite, and I've been able to eat all my meals and really enjoy them. And I do think food has definitely played a role in the recovery so far. However, today is Sunday. Do I feel, from this vantage point right now, with how I feel right now, do I feel that on Wednesday morning I can wake up and carry on about my life, get a buzz uptown, get my hair cut, meet Stuart? Do I feel I can do that from this vantage point right now? No, absolutely not. This is not just a cold. It may masquerade as a cold, and it certainly has elements of a cold. That's how it's affected me anyway. I haven't had a really high temperature, I haven't had the constant new cough, and I haven't had the loss of taste and smell. Although for the last 2 days I've had a funny taste to everything. It's the only way I can describe it. That I have a taste in my mouth right now that's not pleasant. It's not like making me feel sick or anything, but it's not pleasant. I relate it to having colds, but I've never known it to be so prevalent before. And it's there with everything. I'm having a coffee, it's there. So I'm hoping that subsides quite quickly. But I don't feel like I can just jump back into stuff on Wednesday. I've already said to Stuart, I had a lovely chat with Stuart this morning. I phoned him up, we had a chat. And I said, don't pen in Wednesday, pencil it in and we'll chat on Tuesday. Just kind of see how I feel then. Because I still feel ill. I still feel remarkably under the weather. I feel I have incredibly low energy. I have this taste thing. I have the constant itchy eyeballs and occasionally itchy in other places. I have a slight ringing, you know, like a tinnitus kind of thing, but it's only slight, thankfully. So when they tell us I'm not aware of it. As soon as I go quiet, I am aware of it, and I'm aware of it in bed at night. I feel like I've been sleeping okay though. Yeah, it's, you know, it doesn't feel like it's necessarily affected my sleep, but I did massively benefit from having that hot bath 2 nights ago, so much so that I'm going to have another one this very day, and possibly have a longer soak in it and take some music up and use it as a kind of therapy, if you like, and just, you know, do some visualizations, imagine myself in the Blue Lagoon movie or whatever. Of course I'm her. Brooke Shields. You know the guy that was in that with her? Peter. Anyway, I can never remember his name. There's a fantastic film though from the 80s called The Pirate Movie. It's like a spoof musical movie version of The Pirates of Penzance with him and Christy McNichol. It's brilliant. I love all the songs from it so much. Sorry, sideline tangent there. Welcome to a kitchen vlog with Paul. This happens quite a lot. I go all over the place. So yeah, for me officially now, this is day 8 of having COVID. Well, actually it's day 9 of having COVID, because I felt it on that Friday night, not the one just gone, obviously, the one before that. And then I felt it a bit more on the Saturday morning, which is when I had the lateral flow test and went out for a PCR test, which I then had the confirmation of on the Sunday. So although the confirmation came on the Sunday, and that's officially the start of your isolation, which is why my phone currently says 3 days, because today, Monday and Tuesday, I have to isolate. Tuesday midnight it's over. Really, I had it from probably the Friday, so you know, had I been tested on the Friday, whether it would have shown up or not, I don't know. I did a test on the Thursday though, a lateral flow test, and it were completely clear. And then on the Saturday it was like, there's a bit of a faint line there. And then the PCR test. We've already covered, haven't we, about what the... I had my second call, by the way, yesterday from Test and Trace. Thanking me for continuing to isolate, seeing if I needed anything, asking how the symptoms were, telling me what to watch out for at the end of the isolation period, like if you're still coughing, you might still be infectious. But I've also heard that quite a few people who were told that they would get these calls didn't get them, and more people never even got told that they would get a call and never got a call. So whether the system has just kind of righted itself and become what it was meant to be in the first place, I don't know. But I also wonder whether it has anything to do with how you have a PCR test. See, I went to an official government / NHS PCR testing centre with a code where they're free. I don't know whether that makes any difference. So yeah, the main symptoms that I've been coping with: overly emotional, yeah. Complete lack of energy and random itching. I haven't heard mention of those from anybody, so I hope that they help in your knowledge of this virus. But what I will tell you, and I said this to Stuart on the phone this morning, this virus is a little bastard. This is an evil little bastard, this virus. It really is, and it's very clever. It's so clever, the way it tries to get out of your body and infect other people by making you sneeze and cough. And with me, it's been, my eyes have poured out quite a few times when I haven't necessarily been emotional. I have been emotional as well, but there have been times when my eyes have just poured and I haven't been emotional. So yeah, it's a dastardly little thing, and it's clever. It's really clever. I'm not crediting it there, by the way. I'm just acknowledging that it's clever. Had I been around people for the last 7 days, they would have caught it from me. No, absolutely, no matter what. Because random sneezes, random coughs, and of course you're shedding the virus because your throat and your nose are full of it, of the virus, and it's scrambling to stay alive and thrive. And it knows that your body, double vaccinated, has been prepared, knows how to deal with it, is fighting it. And you can imagine these little fist fights going on in the back of your nose and in your throat, your little T cells and your white blood cells, like, come on. And the virus, big gangs of it, like wiping out some of your white blood cells, and then the secret ones coming from everywhere and that's my visualization of it anyway. And my cells are winning right now, but I'm really hoarse. I'm missing singing like you won't believe, but I've tried it a couple of times and just ended up in a coughing fit. So I can't even sing at the moment, and I feel really I feel like my voice is really, it doesn't sound like me, it doesn't feel like me either, to be honest. I still feel very like there's a lot of stuff going on here, the entrance to the lungs. There's still a battle going on there, and like I say, I'm just thankful that I'm seemingly winning at this point. So I still feel a bit meh. Jason himself feels a bit meh as well, bless him, and he was back in work on Thursday, and since then he's been at the allotment. There will be an allotment vlog on Monday, short one, but it's there. He's been to the allotment and caught up with everything, and been ferrying around to the supermarkets, picking up the bits we need, and so on and so forth. And I've been sat in this house, and I will continue to sit in this house until I feel safe. What I mean by that is that I can't infect anybody. I feel like it's not about my safety now. I will continue to wear a mask for the foreseeable future, always in a supermarket, always on public transport, always in a shop. The only time I won't wear a mask is when I'm walking in the street. However, if I was walking in the street and it was very crowded, I possibly would. I wouldn't ever want to pass this on to anybody. That would be a conscious cruelty. Would that? Willfully passing this on to someone else, because you don't know if they've got the immune system that you have, you don't know if they've got the vaccinations you have, you don't know if they're going to be able to deal with it in the same way. This very virus has had people fighting for their lives on ventilators in hospitals all over the world, and many of them lost the battle. It's a little bastard. It really is. So I wouldn't ever want to pass this on to anybody else, and I don't ever want it back. I don't ever want to deal with this. I probably will. I think we're all going to deal with COVID, maybe once or even a couple of times throughout our lives now, and hopefully our bodies learn a bit each time and get a bit stronger and build a better kind of immunity, build a better defense against it, so that those battles take place quicker with the right ammunition. I have continued, as I did right at the start of the journey, along with my antihistamine in the morning. I've been having a 500 milligram paracetamol tablet, and I do think that might have abated the possibility of my getting headaches, aches or shivers. So that is something I would absolutely recommend. On one of the other COVID vlogs I talked about our lemon ice cubes in the morning, and the two supplements that we've taken daily for quite a few years now, which I'm sure have really helped us, because they've got all that good stuff that helps to fight that helps to build your immune system, iodine, selenium, vitamin D, zinc, all of these great things. So if you missed that, do have a look back at the other COVID vlogs, because I've vlogged the journey from my positive PCR result up until this point now, because I wanted to give a personal perspective. You know, it's easy for us all to watch the news, or we know people, and a lot of people have had the same symptoms. I've never heard anybody talk about some of the symptoms I've had, and so I just wanted to acknowledge them. Craving mashed potato. Don't know why, but we had it a couple of nights ago and it was beautiful. It's exactly what I needed. You'll see on Tuesday's meals vlog. So yeah, there will be an allotment vlog tomorrow, Monday the 27th of September. There will be a meals vlog as normal on Tuesday the 28th of September 2021, just in case you're watching this a decade in the future wondering what this old man's talking about. We will be back to normal as soon as we possibly can be. We are both suffering with just very low energy, and you know, we're taking our time to do what our body's telling us they want us to do. If that means have a hot bath, have a hot bath. If it means sitting on the sofa for 3 hours, sit on the sofa for 3 hours. Drink plenty of fluids, eat good food, and just look after yourself, and keep strong, because if this virus gets a chance to beat you, it will. It's that simple. It's one of the most unpleasant viruses I've ever experienced in my entire life. Hate the way it's making me feel, and I just want out of it now. But that requires patience and positivity and care, self-care, and so that's what I'm doing. So I hope I've caught you up with how things are here. We will see you again very, very soon, will Jason and I, and until then, please be excellent to yourselves and each other. Bye loves, my hot bath beckons.